Welcome to the Vana video newsletter, proudly brought to you by The Age and the Australian Financial Review. Our first guest today, Alex Lavelle, editor of The Age. Let's get into it. Here with Alex Lavelle, editor of The Age. Alex, welcome.
Thanks very much, Brendan. Great to be here.
Great to partner Nine, obviously, on the Vana video newsletter, and I guess a part of that's brought to you by The Age and the Australian Financial Review. Lots happening at The Age. Talk to me about the Good Food magazine. It's been a real hit with lots of our retailers, and give us an update on what's happening at The Age.
So, Brendan, the Good Food magazine has been a big boost for us, and we see the first Friday of every month, we see a spike in sales because of the magazine. It's been really popular. And it's been great to introduce a new product into what we do in our range. Things at The Age have been fantastic, actually, over the past 18 months. There's been a big return to revenue in print and investment in print, not only from us, but also from advertisers, which has been fantastic.
It's great that you're leading the way in terms of a commitment to print, and sends a really strong message back to everyone in the industry that print's alive and well.
What I'd say is, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and going back further, people sort of had doubts about how long print was going to last, and that, particularly on a weekday, whether we were going to see in a few years' time whether we'd still see daily newspapers. But I would say now the runway for that is longer than I've seen it for years and years. We see a huge interest from our print readers in terms of the passion about the brand, that The Age is part of the fabric of Melbourne and Victoria. And as I say, with the advertising coming back into it, that's allowed us to reinvest in what we do. So we've hired maybe 40 to 50 staff over the past 18 months, which is sort of a bit unprecedented, certainly in recent years, and bucking a trend that we've seen over recent years.
Absolutely.
I see one of the big aspects that's underestimated about print is it's a leisure activity. So you see, when people in cafes, they take their time. Print means different things to different people. Some people love the sport and turn it over and go straight to that. Some people love the Sudoku puzzle or the cartoons. And the beauty of print is, I think people know exactly where to find everything. So what I found interesting is if as soon as you change something in print or move something around, people are like, what's happened? I trusted where it was and I enjoyed it. So with the Good Food magazine, to bring in a whole new product into the market, which has been a bit unusual over the last few years to be able to do that, that's really helped, and as I say, it's brought a spike in sales on that Friday. And it's a terrific magazine, 52 pages, glossy magazine. And it's not just good food, travel as well has been a huge boost for us. A little while ago, we brought another travel section into the Sunday Age. Mm-hmm. So now there's big travel sections, Saturday Age and Sunday Age. So we've seen a real resurgence.
How many people reporting through to you, getting the stories in for The Age each and every day?
Yeah, so we've got well over 200 journalists now working at The Age. And then on top of that, we have people in Canberra Bureau as well. And we've got overseas correspondents, so we invest in those as well. And that's part of us being able to bring something you don't get elsewhere. So investing in journalism, investing in serious journalism about what's going on, not only in Melbourne and Victoria, but also what's going on throughout the world.
Absolutely fantastic to see that growth, and to see the traction that Nine and The Age have had in the last 12 months in particular.
So it's really a question of quality journalism that you can trust. Trust is a big thing for us. There's lots of news floating around, the so-called fake news.
Yeah.
Social media plays into that. So what we deal in trust, really. So what our readers understand is everything that we produce and everything that we publish is true, it's balanced, and what you read, you know that it's come from a place it's been checked. Trust is a big thing for us.
It is. Alex, thanks so much for your time today. Really appreciate the update here from the editor of The Age, Alex Lavelle.
Thanks very much, Brendan.
A big welcome to Irene Chen here, the CEO and founder of Unpackaged Eco. Irene, welcome.
Hi, Brendan. Thank you for having me here.
Great to have you on board on End Stock for all things gifting in your range. Just elaborate on your offer and what Unpackaged Eco is all about.
So Unpackaged Eco is an Australian-based startup with the mission to cut out single-use plastic. And we do that by selling a whole range of items, including gifting, in packaging that is zero waste. So that can be returned, reused and composted.
Fantastic. And when's this going to be available to the Vana members?
So with confidence, we're looking at March. We have a really exciting offering as well. For the Vana members, we'll have a range of eco gift boxes in a compostable cardboard box, presented really well. We'll have hand washers, package-free soaps and body bars made in Australia from natural ingredients. So really exciting there.
Wow, and great margins?
Yes, really, really good margins and good retails as well, because the item looks quite premium and it's eco, and it's something that people really want now.
Fantastic. We're looking forward to Mother's Day too with Unpackaged Eco, and thanks so much, Irene, for your time today. Here with the Director of Product Link, Mark Ainsworth. Mark's the importer of pop sockets here on End Stock at Vana. They are selling through the roof. Mark, welcome.
Thanks, Brendan. Nice to be here.
It's all happening at Pop Sockets. Tell our Vana members how it's going and what it's all about.
So pop sockets are a phone accessory, goes on the back of your phone. Unbelievable sell-through throughout the year. So we're seeing over 160 million sold last year worldwide. And in Australia now, we're in all the major retailers. Great product, huge sell-through rate. So it's going fantastic.
And the margin for retailers are great. And you've got some specials for all our Vana members, haven't you?
So what we realised is you really need good point of sale. It's critical. You need a video explaining the product, and it needs to be just in their face. So we've got the deluxe spinners now that have come out, valued over $200. They're free to the first 150 in stock or sales that go through to your Vana stores.
Yep.
And we see some great results.
Fantastic. And you were in Essendon the other day doing an installation yourself, getting hands-on.
Yeah, hands-on, yeah. So I was actually in a store, and what a great result. You know, they got a couple of free samples to put on their phone themselves. You know, we realise that when you've got this thing, it's one of those things, when you have it, you'll never take it off. So all the AFL's being printed out of China. It should be landing first week of March. So again, those stores that have gone on it, they get priority as per our agreements. So they will get all the AFL badges and logos on pop socket products.
Fantastic. Great product, great pricing, most of all, big margins here on End Stock Pop Sockets. Mark, thanks so much for coming in today. Wow, what a huge episode of the Vana video newsletter, proudly brought to you by The Age and the Australian Financial Review. A big thanks to our guest today, Alex Lavelle, editor of The Age, Irene Chen, founder and director of Unpackaged Eco, should go gangbusters on End Stock, and the same with Pop Sockets. Huge thanks to Mark Ainsworth. Great episode. Now looking at what's ahead, the How to Improve Your Income workshop. February 18, here at Vana head office. We've got all the industry players here, Tabcorp, News Corp, Nine, all the major pillars are presenting, and we'll see you next month.